The blue light of the monitor is the only thing illuminating your studio apartment in a dying suburb of Bucharest. It's 3:14 a.m. You're 22, broke, awake, and staring at a hidden page you were never supposed to find. Then your webcam light turns green. It doesn't blink. It stays on. A black window opens over your screen. No title bar, no close button. Just a live feed of you sitting in that chair, filmed from somewhere outside your building. A message appears beneath it. You're late for work. Your mouth goes dry. You try to shut the laptop, but it resists. The cursor moves on its own. Another message appears. Curiosity isn't free. You have 3 months of unpaid rent, a dead refrigerator, and 41 euros in your account. Then a distorted voice comes through the speakers, calm and mechanical. It tells you the Hive doesn't recruit, it invoices. And you just signed a contract you never read. Level 1 is the packet runner. You are not important. You are a disposable pair of hands. You move fragments of encrypted data through bus stops, dead drops, public terminals, and moldy apartments that smell like overheated wiring. You make no money at first. This is the debt phase. Your payment is silence. They don't dump your secrets, your debts, your messages, your whole digital skeleton into the hands of people who could bury you. Not yet. So you live on instant coffee and panic. Every car outside makes you freeze. Every siren feels personal. Then one morning, the news reports a system failure that should never have happened. Services collapse, people suffer. 3 strangers die in a hospital blackout? You recognize the timestamps. That's when the fantasy ends. You stop telling yourself it's just data. Level 2 is the script kid. They send you your first real money in crypto. Not enough to make you rich. More than enough to make you stay. They upgrade your machine, your access, your illusion. Now your job is pressure. You don't build the tools, you don't choose the targets. You just pull the trigger from behind a screen and call it technical work, so you can still sleep afterward. A bank employee in Frankfurt tries to steal from the wrong people. By sunrise, his private life is gone. His routines are exposed. His family is frightened. His world collapses without ever seeing your face. A bonus lands before dawn. You buy blackout curtains and a workstation that makes your room feel like a cockpit instead of a prison. You haven't called your mother in 6 weeks. You tell yourself he deserved it. You tell yourself you're just a technician. You are already deep into a life sentence, and you still haven't left your desk. Level 3 is the ghost operator. You're 24 now. This is where the Hive makes sure you understand the rules. They don't threaten you with speeches. They send proof. Your father's medication pickups. Your sister's commute. The message is simple. Complicity is protection. Now you manage people below you. 5 runners. 5 frightened lives reduced to dots on a dashboard. You never meet them. You only watch them move. One of them tries to keep something that belongs to the network. By the next evening, his signal goes dark. A recovery photo arrives. The package is intact. The pavement is wet. You don't ask questions because you already know the answer costs less than your conscience and more than your courage. You verify the contents. Then you authorize the transfer. You make enough money to leave the old apartment, enough to buy quiet walls and a respectable fake title on paper. Junior data analyst. You wear it well. Human life becomes a variable. Guilt becomes a luxury for people who can still walk away. Level 4 is the system admin. You're 26. Now, you don't manage people. You manage the machine that eats them. You oversee mirrors, relays, backups, dead nodes, reroutes, and the ugly heartbeat of a system built to survive raids, leaks, and betrayal. You tell yourself you don't watch the content, only the metrics, only the traffic, only the money. That lie works for a while. Then a rival network hits one of your primary nodes. You don't panic. You escalate through channels that never appear in writing. An hour later, one of their sites goes dark and never comes back. No announcement, no manifesto, just absence. That's when it becomes irreversible. Sitting there in your first tailored suit, reflected in a monitor full of green text, you understand something final. If you go to the authorities now, you are not a witness. You are evidence. Level 5 is the broker. You're 30. You no longer deal in access, You deal in leverage, sensitive files, private vulnerabilities, pressure packaged as opportunity. You turn dirty money into polished capital, and fear into legitimate paperwork. Your meetings happen in villas, hotel suites, private dining rooms, and glass offices with minimalist logos on the wall. Montenegro, Marbella, Zurich. You move through cities the way other men move through lies, smoothly, repeatedly, without leaving fingerprints anyone can prove. By now, the money no longer feels exciting. It feels heavy. You keep passports under floorboards, cash in walls, exit routes memorized from every bedroom. You sleep in expensive places that never feel like home, because you finally understand the rule behind every promotion in the Hive. The higher you rise, the less of your life belongs to you. Level 6 is the regional architect. You're 34. You don't manage servers anymore, you manage gravity. Officials who look away, paperwork that disappears, doors that open when they should stay locked, men with polished shoes and dead eyes who insist they are patriots while invoicing you monthly. You sit in boardrooms with people who never say the word crime. They say continuity, influence, stability, narrative. A problem appears. A shipment tied to one of the Hive's partners gets stalled. The room around you stays calm, because this is what power really looks like. Not rage, not panic, not threats. Just certainty that someone weaker will bend first. You make one call. By sunset, the problem is gone. You have properties in 5 countries, private security, and a wife who thinks you're brilliant, difficult, and overworked. Not dangerous, not hunted, not hollow, but paranoia is alive now. You don't trust your guards. You don't trust your wife. You don't trust the mirror. One unexplained transfer appears in the wrong account, and by morning, your head of security is gone. No one says his name again. In the Hive, doubt is never a feeling. It is a death sentence with paperwork. Level 7 is the strategic lieutenant. You sit with the Board of Sovereigns now. This is where street crime disappears and power stops pretending to be illegal. Borders are suggestions. States are pressure points. Disruption is just another market instrument. Governments know your alias. Agencies track your shadow. There is money on your location and dossiers on your habits. You haven't walked a normal street in years. Your compound feels less like a home than a fortress. Concrete, cameras, glass, men with disciplined faces, everything protected, nothing peaceful. Somewhere above your level, a negotiation turns hostile and an entire industry feels the shockwave by afternoon, not because you pulled a trigger, because you sat in the room where the trigger was described as policy. That is the real transformation. At the bottom, you survive violence. Here, you authorize it. At the head of the table sits the source, almost silent. That is why everyone listens. Silence at this altitude is not uncertainty. It is judgment. A debate breaks out. One side wants spectacle, the other wants patience. Then the source looks at you. 30 seconds. Read the room wrong, and everything you built becomes an obituary no one publishes. Level 8 is the source. You are no longer climbing. You are the architecture. People think the top feels like freedom. It doesn't. It feels like living under permanent fluorescent light. You move constantly. Sleep lightly. Eat carefully. Trust no pattern twice. Every doctor can poison you. Every driver can sell you. Every loyal man can become practical. The empire is bigger than any one country now, but that's the worst part. You built something that prefers systems to people. The Hive was never loyal to you, it was efficient through you. Wars flare inside the network, alliances rot. Good men become liabilities with memories. You remove them because a trace looks wrong. A silence lasts too long, a delay feels intentional. You tell yourself caution is survival, but deep down you know the truth. You are not at the top because you are safe. You are at the top because there is no one left above you to absorb the fear. The fall comes on a Tuesday at 3:14 a.m. You are in your penthouse in Dubai, staring into the same blue light you stared into 20 years ago. Different city, different suit, same cage. Then the signal jammer on your desk blinks red. Once, twice, dead. Your monitors flicker into a single live feed. It's you, sitting in that chair, watched from across the room. A message appears beneath the image. Your contract has expired. You reach for the emergency purge under the desk. Disconnected. The server hum in the next room dies all at once. Not loudly, just gone. That silence tells you everything. The Hive did what all real empires do. It removed the human weakness at the center. It no longer needs loyalty. It no longer needs genius. It only needs a face for each era, a mind to carry the burden, a body to absorb the fear until the machine is ready for the next one. The suite door unlocks with a soft click. You do not grab the gun. You do not run. Endings in this world are quiet, professional, final. So you sit there in the blue light and watch the figure in the doorway. He is young, 22 maybe, hungry, thin. Wired tight with fear and ambition, he looks exactly like the kind of man who would click a forbidden link at 3:14 in the morning and call it curiosity. He looks exactly like you. The world doesn't notice when you disappear. The companies stay active. The accounts keep moving. The corrections continue. People still get rich. People still get ruined. Screens still glow in dark rooms across cities that never sleep enough to see what's underneath them. That is the secret. The Hive is not a man. It is a pattern, a billion-dollar parasite made of appetite, leverage, fear, and replacement. And somewhere, in a decaying suburb, a bored kid clicks a link he should have left alone. The webcam light turns green. It doesn't turn off. A message appears on his screen. You're late for work. The cycle begins again.